Hello, I'm Yarlik, and welcome to a sneak peek of my upcoming TAS, breaking lots of geo-rocks with lots of glitches. This is the Beast Den segment for the TAS. I'll let you watch this nonsense, then I can help explain what's going on. We're actually only using a few glitches here, but they're used in fun ways, so I think it's worth breaking down what's happening. First, we nail slash and jump while interacting with the trap bench. This sets up a trick called delayed interaction, where we save this bench for later. You can see it's active because the rest label stays visible even after we leave. Now we're doing airwalk, which we got by precisely turning while landing and then re-jumping. And since this is TAS, we're also doing a chained airwalk, where we re-jump every 0.2 seconds to maintain a maximum vertical speed. Now we get wall cling storage by wiggling against the right wall. We're basically borrowing this wall so we can use it later. We jump up in an arc and then cling the borrowed wall, immediately nail slashing. This hits the wall and triggers a knockback effect, but because we're technically clinging a wall, it gets redirected to move us to the left. We accelerate to a very high speed using this wall cling slide. Normally we lose wall cling storage when hitting the ground, but it's possible to retain it with a precise jump. This is chained wall cling storage. Note that we also dash off the borrowed wall as well. This is also chaining. We do some more airwalk here, using nail knockback and careful timing of the re-jumps to clear the walls without losing airwalk. Now we get wall cling storage again, but this time we're actually jumping off the borrowed wall midair. This loses the wall cling storage state, but it basically gives us a sort of double jump without wings. Airwalk again up to the devout, and now we do something fun. Remember that trap bench we stored earlier? Now we try to sit on it. Several things happen here. When you sit on a bench, the knight starts a sitting animation, and they animate to the center of the bench. Normally the X position of the bench is very close to where you started the sitting animation, since you need to be next to the bench in order to interact with it. In this case though, the knight's X position is pretty far from the bench, so the animation shoots the knight quickly to the right. During this animation, the knight still has collision, so we collide with the devout. This interrupts the animation and starts a knockback. After the knockback, we get control back, and we can continue. You might notice that the knight is invisible. This is because the knight spread is suppressed during the cutscene, so we're in what we call the invisible control state. We use wall cling storage with dash chaining again to quickly cross the room. Now we save the grub, of course. And now we're waiting. Remember that technically we tried to sit on the trap bench earlier? Well, that cutscene is still in progress. In a moment, it's going to teleport us to the normal starting location for Beast Den. But first, we can actually set up a wall cling slide by wiggling against the left wall and nail striking on the right. After the teleport, we're in the dark part of the cutscene, but we still have control, since the cutscene doesn't bother taking it away. We combine wall cling slides with wall cling storage chaining and quickly head to the next rock. Now, here we want to get past the devout, which has a triangular wall inside its body that prevents just dashing through it. So what we do is precisely pogo the devout just as we collide with it. The freeze frames from hitting the invulnerable mask override the normal collision freeze frames, allowing us to dash earlier than usual. The dash hits the invisible triangle and gets shoved upwards, then gets squeezed between the triangle and the wall. The wall wins the tug of war, shoving us out to the left, and then we give the devout a parting tap on the way around. Some more airwalk here, then wall cling storage from wiggling off the left wall, and some more wall cling storage chaining, and now more airwalk. Here we can get airwalk directly out of a dash without jumping first, saving a bit of time. And then here we do an inventory drop, which uncaps fall speed. Finally, we just do a plain old damage tank to get past the annoying spider. Once we get the geo from the last rocks, we're done here and can quit out to Hot Springs Bench. And that's it. Not nearly as complicated as it seems at first glance. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to sharing the full task with you all once it's done with even more crazy glitches than what you saw here.